Hi everyone. It's good to be back. I've been absent because I haven't been very well, but I'm hoping to finish a couple of projects, and I just thought I would share them with you today. Um, and also maybe another video later on about some books and some lists I have. Um, so yeah, this journal here I've been working on for a little while now, and I think it's interesting. The process that we use, or the processes that we use rather, um, because I sort of for the ones that I've made up to now, I've sort of stuck to generally the same sort of process, same sort of ideas, I guess, relating to nature and sort of a fairly cohesive style throughout the book. This book, I don't know, I looked at, I absolutely love this fabric. I've had it for a long time, and it's a vintage fabric, and it's very, very soft. I'll just give you a close up there. You can see it's very soft. It's just really, really pretty, and I wanted to use it. I thought it would look really nice as a cover. Very decorative, and yeah, I just didn't know how, what sort of, I guess, what sort of theme or expression the book would have. So I was also thinking I'd never used printables, and I decided, I was watching some videos, some really beautiful books that people were making, Ruby and Pearl, and there's another one in particular. I also watch a lot of Rachel on Roxy's Creations, I think it's called. But I watch all of them, to be honest. I mean, I enjoy them all for different reasons, but I was particularly taken by some of the printables, so I decided to buy some from Ruby and Pearl, and I decided I wanted to use them in this journal. So I started using them, and you'll see them in this journal. However, I do feel that somehow I've lost my way a little bit in this. I'd be interested in hearing what your thoughts are about it. I mean, I think it's okay. It's a lovely journal, don't get me wrong, or a lovely book. It's very decorative, but yeah, it's not cohesive in the way that I would normally make a book. So I'm going to stick with it. And the one thing that I wanted to do with this book is to incorporate a lot of fabrics, a lot of lace and vintage fabrics. So I've started to do that. The book isn't finished. It's going to take a while longer for me to finish it and to feel good about it. But it's on its way, and I would be interested to hear what you have to say, but I thought I would share it now. As I said, it's a lovely, soft, beautiful vintage fabric. It has 4 signatures with using a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. I do love the colours of this, very vibrant blues and pinks and greens. It's just gorgeous. As I say, I wanted to incorporate lace and fabrics in this, so that's what I've done. So here we go, the inside. As usual, I sort of, the book is made out of board that I had. I can't remember where I got the board from, but it was something that I had already. And then I've obviously backed it with the fabric on the front and the back of the cover, and then I have used card and some fabric in the spine area to reinforce the spine and to do the stitching into. And then I've created these beautiful lace pockets on both sides. So I'll show you the other side. So yeah, another lovely lace pocket. Really love that. And I thought it gave the book a sort of a luxurious feel, I suppose. So yeah, so that's the front, and sorry, the inside page. And I haven't done anything to this page yet. I'm considering what to do with it. It's a lovely cartridge paper, so we'll see. So this is, as I said, this is from Ruby and Pearl printables, and I made a pocket from it. And then I made some tags again. This is a mix of papers. This is from something else, something that I bought from Hobbycraft, I think. And I'll have to list that maker design somewhere. And then obviously I've created a little lace tab at the top. So, and this is a printable from Ruby and Pearl again, and so that fits in there. Next page, just plain again, cartridge paper that's printed in there. So this was some rubbings that I did quite some time ago. I found it in amongst all my old papers and things like that, and I put it in here. You can see the leaves and various other things that I've, yeah. So I thought I'd put that in there. And I've made pages from wrapping, you know, sort of parcel paper and some of my old music papers. It's just like, it's not a pocket or anything, it's just some vellum with a stamp on it and some graph paper. So this is an old piece of paper that I had, again, pretty rough looking, but I've put a nice piece of, actually it's Swedish or French lace, I'm not sure which, but it's really pretty. So I've put that on there. Yeah, and then on this is some children's, I'm not sure what you call it actually. You usually get it in lots of different colours, but I quite like to use it in my books. Generally I use the sort of more muted colours or tones. So yeah. Construction paper is it, I think, maybe. And then I did a little stamping, and I think I got this from a freebie from Louise Heinzel, I think. Yeah, I'm sure it is. When she did the Defemerember series, I think that was included in one of the freebies. So this was just left over from that other page. I think I must have cut it in half and used it. Yeah, and the graph paper. This isn't finished, but this, I made this into a pocket. It's a bit confused because I actually covered it once and then ended up having to cover it again because I didn't like it. So it's quite a confused page, but anyway, it's a pocket for now, and I'll see, you can actually see that I covered with matte paper on that side as well. So yeah, I'm a bit confused with that, but it's very pretty paper from Ruby and Pearl, and some washi from somewhere on our Amazon, I'm not sure. And again, old music paper, and where it's ripped I've put some washi on. This beautiful paper from Ruby and Pearl that I've added sort of as a flip to for more writing space, and you can see sort of more detail of some of them rubbings that I did. Not sure why I included them in this book, but it was before I started adding the printables. More paper, plain paper, book page, and yeah, so that's the end of the first signature, beginning of the first. So more plain paper, and as I said, it's not finished. I need to sort of decide what direction I'm going to go in. Old map paper, vintage map. Look, and I've just created a little Oh, to flip out. I know there's a tuck at some point throughout the book. More, I think it's parcel paper, I think. And also these are left over from jelly prints that I did. There are actually a couple of jelly prints here in the book, but that was left over from one of them. I put it in before I put the printables in, and again, it's sort of, to me, it's confusing, so I'm not sure what to do about it. I could cover it over, obviously, or the person who gets the book could cover it over. This was hand print dyed paper. I think I used, let's have a look at the other side. I think I used berries, maybe blackberries or something like that, or elderberries to do that paper. And again, ruby and pearl, and I've created a little tuck spot there. Sorry, tuck spot there, and you can see that lovely lace hanging over the edge. It just looks absolutely gorgeous. Excuse me. And this is another ruby and pearl, and I backed it onto some old tissue paper, and I've created this gorgeous little lace, linen and lace, and cheesecloth, muslin, cheesecloth, and this old lace. It is actually a very old lace, but it's got a nice colour, and I thought it went well with this. And that's stapled on. I've covered up the staple with just some drawing that I did, doodling. And this is tea stained paper. Another pocket on an old book page, and pretty tag. I think I made this tag, in fact I know I made this tag before the book. I made this a while ago, and I just wanted to include it in here because it matched this paper here. There's a rip here, so I put this over the top, this sticker, pretty. The other side of that dyed paper, and then again used some more of that, the beautiful paper from Ruby and Pearl. You can see there's lots of papers in here, lots of different types of paper. More graph paper, and this is one of the jelly prints. As I said, I mean this jelly print, it obviously didn't go very well, but it's interesting. I mean, it's got some interesting details in it. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily have used it, you know, necessarily as a decoration. I would just put it in, you know, as part of the papers, and then I thought the recipient could do whatever they wanted with it. More plain papers, more of the, and then created a tuck there. Again, Ruby and Pearl. I mean, her stuff is just absolutely stunning. I absolutely adore it. And that, I think, you know, you see a lot of printables, but these are very special, I have to say. And I made a tag with some more of her papers, and also put some beautiful lace on there. Little writing spot, I suppose, rather than a tag. Put that in there, and obviously a little tab. Envelope with a real flower in there, a little cheerful specimen of, forgetting the name of it, how terrible. I mean, it's from the pansy family, you can see that, but I can't remember the name of it. It's terrible. Yes, I haven't left this open at the moment. I was wondering whether to maybe create something from the top, but I'm not sure what to do with it yet, so that's unfinished. Then parcel paper, cartridge paper, and another pocket. Excuse me. So I made this quite a while ago, experimenting with different layering different papers, and this was sort of layering packaging in between pieces of tissue paper or something, and using glue, and created some really nice effects. So anyway, this was left over, and I decided to make a pocket and a lovely little tag, pretty, and that's using some vintage fabric and lace and ruby and pearl book paper underneath, and then a little swatch from some watercolours, and then on the back it's just a bit of a collage going on. So happy with that. And obviously a vintage page of from a math book, and then tracing paper. Again, this is experimental, I've never done one before, but I created a little tuck here. Sorry. So it just, oh, sorry. So it just tucks underneath there, and then you pull it out and it creates a space to write. But actually, I'm not happy with it. I should have done it the other way around. I don't know what I was thinking. So I'm going to think about what I can do with that. But I love the paper, and I actually quite like that little tuck. It was cut out of some eco dye paper that I did, so it's got a nice effect on it. But yeah, I'm not sure how I'm going to finish that off. I need some thinking. Plain papers, more cartridge paper. That's lovely paper, it's very smooth. And more of the tracing paper, matte book, and packaging paper there, and the graph paper. And this is taken out of a book, a diary. So it's really pretty, and it's got a nice quote there. Lovely paper, very thick. This is that was hand dyed using turmeric, I think, and I just stitched or embroidered a flower on there. I'll go a bit closer. Not really an embroiderer, as you can probably tell, but I did do a little bit some time ago, and this is some of the work that I did on that. And I just stapled it on, so a little flip there. Nice detail. It's covering some washi, just covering the staples. Some more packaging, and a franken page with this gorgeous pattern paper. I bought this from a craft shop. It doesn't have any sort of identification of where it's come from, but it's very nice paper, and I bought them for 10p a sheet, and I think they're very large actually. I think 12 by 12, possibly even bigger, but really pretty like that. And I did a tab on there as well. I'm using some linen and some lace. So there we go. And on the back, using a different paper, is it? Or is it the same? Different paper. No, it's the same. Made a pocket and a little journaling card. Just some vintage fabric down the side there, and some tulle down there, and yeah, that's from Ruby and Pearl, that pink. And then ignore that book page, another pocket. Again, this is Ruby and Pearl. This is some pink paper that I dyed and some washi on the top there, and obviously book page behind. I haven't put anything in that yet. Let's just pop something in to show you. Yeah, it's a bit stiff. I'm not sure if I like it, to be honest, but anyway, there you can see. This is another one of those papers from a jelly print that I'm not really sure what was going on, but it's possible. I don't know, but it feels great. It's got a lovely texture to it. It's quite nice. So, nice colour as well. Another tab made with some sari silk. Really pretty. And the centre, bit of splashing around. Not I do know what that was from. It was a springtime workshop that I took part in, and we were just having fun with Blossom, and it was just sort of, yeah, it was just an experimental sort of playful workshop, and we splashed pink around. So it's quite pretty, but I'm not sure if it belongs in here again, although it does really go well with that. That looks really nice together. Lovely cartridge paper there. Yep. More paper, another jelly print. I don't know if you can see the detail in there, but there are buildings there. That would have been from a magazine, I think. Oh yeah, this is a photocopy of, photocopy of a book page from one of my old books, Flowers of the Woodland, and I taped it in to make a flip out. Again, not sure, but again, not sure what's going on there. This, I believe, actually I'm not sure where this has come from. It could, yeah, I don't know where this came from. It's a printable, but I'm not sure where. And then that's the end. And here we have the pocket that I love. So, you know, it was a good start for sure with the lovely fabrics. I'm just not sure where I've gone with it, that's all. But let me know your thoughts. I mean, I don't know if it matters, you know, and people would express themselves in a different way and don't mind an eclectic bunch of pages and papers in there, you know, and do whatever they want with. So I could leave it like this, I guess. But I just wanted to know what your thoughts are, if you fancy letting me know that. But anyway, I hope you liked it. Yeah, it's quite chunky, quite a nice size book. So yeah, so that's that one. Lots of work to do still on there. This is the second book, and I made this from a skirt, a denim skirt that I had, or I'd say it's denim. It's a blue linen fabric. It's not denim, but it's got indigo. It's dyed in indigo, I believe. And I did some slow stitching on it, a pattern like this here, and then just very, you know, straight on the other side. I'm not sure which side I like best. Fabric was, I used something padded, and I can't remember now what I used. Oh, hair on there. Yeah, I can't remember what I used. Possibly an old envelope or something, padded envelope. Inside, I used a cotton sheet and created this little pocket, but on both sides. Again, this needs some work. It's obviously, you know, going to fray, and I'm not sure about it, but I like the overall look of it. I just need some decoration. It needs something to happen there. So Not sure why that's in there, but anyway, that's okay. Pop it back in. Oh no, I'll leave it out. So this book isn't decorated at all internally. It's one signature and it's a 3-hole pamphlet stitch again. So it's quite well made. It's lovely and squidgy, soft, nice to feel and hold. Yeah. So there you go. Let's have a look inside. More papers. Some washi down some of the pages that were slightly split when I took them out of books and things like that. That's very thick cartridge paper there. More packaging papers. More of the similar type of pages that I've used before. Some vintage book, exercise book paper there. All very plain. More graph paper. There are no pieces of artwork in here, or jelly, or anything else. Oops, sorry. Knocked it with my hand. There we go. An old diary page from 2014. Packaging. So, more of the same, really. Some parchment paper there. Some to-do list paper, ledger paper, modern ledger paper. Yeah. More packaging. Newsprint paper. I always like to use a variety of papers that I find, or that I've had for years and years. Stashed away somewhere. I have got a large cabin with lots of all of my art papers in. So that's the centre of the signature, I believe. And there. So I think it could be an interesting little book. Just flip there. Notebook or an art journal. I mean, the papers are not bad quality, especially the cartridge papers. They're quite sturdy. And because there's a variety, you know, you could do collaging, some sketching, printing, all sorts of different things. So I will finish this one off as well, and we'll see how it looks. But I thought I'd give you a preview. And let me know your thoughts on that one as well, if you feel you'd like to comment. I do like it. I think it's lovely, and I would keep it for myself. I always want to keep my own, books, but yeah, I'd have far too many of them if I did that. But I think they're lovely books, and yeah, I just need to do a little bit more work on them. But I wanted to, say hello. I haven't been on for a while, and I hope everybody is well and enjoying a bit of sunshine here and there. And so I will be back. I'll make another video shortly about some books and some lace that I've recently acquired, and of course I will show you when I've finished these 2 journals. I'll show you them when they're completed. So yeah, all the best, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.